So Erik and Lyle Menendez went before the parole board, and they were both denied their parole. And this is so disheartening. These two men went through the worst amount of child abuse that a child could go through. I'm sure it could be worse, but it was pretty bad. You know, for all the people that are like, well, they could have gone to the police, they could have run, they could have done all these things. You're just not knowledgeable about how things worked back then, because things now and things then are two totally different lifetimes. So we were so excited that they got the opportunity to go in front of the parole board. Look, these guys are in their late 50s, okay? So they're given the opportunity to go before the parole board again in 3 years. 3 years. Wow. Lyle Menendez will be 60 in 3 years. Also, keep in mind, their entire family went before the parole board and said, hey, we want these guys out. We want them out. That means the entire living family of the victims in this case went in front of the parole board and said, please let them out. I believe it was predetermined. One of the reasons why they gave that Lyle couldn't be out is because he got violated because he was caught with a pair of soccer shoes. Get this straight, soccer shoes. Gosh, that would be pretty scary if Lyle Menendez got out of prison and had a pair of soccer shoes. Gosh, could you imagine the damage he could do? It's completely insane. Erik Menendez hasn't had a violation since 2011. And then you get into all the good things that they did while being in prison without even having an ounce of hope that they would ever get out. They didn't do this for a resume to eventually get out of prison. They did these things because that's what kind of people these men are now. It is absolutely silly to me that they weren't given this second chance. I can't even get over it. I'm furious. I don't even know what to think. I believe it was predetermined. I think D.A. Hockman had a large role in this. And that man, you don't even want to hear what I think about that guy. But anyway, it is a true shame. It's a true shame that these guys could not get a second chance before they're in their 60s. It's crazy. But there is another hope. So, with new evidence that's come out with the Menendez letter that was found that Erik wrote his cousin way back before they got arrested or before this crime, where he detailed the sexual abuse, by his dad to his cousin Andy. So that's new. And also, the allegations against Jose Menendez from one of the Menudo band members. That's something. So with this new evidence, they have actually put forth requests for a new trial. Now that would be awesome if they could get a new trial. At the end of the day, the best thing that could happen here would be for the governor to just grant them clemency. But he's not going to do that because Dukakis did that a long time ago. And whenever he did, the guy that he gave clemency to did some horrendous acts, and that affected him trying to get elected for president. So Newsom really, really, really wants to run for president. So he is obviously not going to do this because he doesn't want another Dukakis case. So anyway, it's a true shame. I'm sad. And I want you to look at this picture of these two little boys because those are the boys that were abused. And that's a true shame.